revisiting this project again. I found that if I plug it into a normal monitor, I've got a normal monitor here now, I don't get a video output. And then I remembered one of the comments that was on the video itself that I put up, and somebody was saying that you need the 5 volts on the DVI breakout. So I'm going to add that now and see whether that does actually make any difference to the output, because I want to have another play about with this and see whether I can do some other kind of emulation with it. So let's have a quick look at that. I'm going to solder a header on here and then see whether I can make that 5 volts work. Okay, let's give this a go. Not very straight, but yeah, that'll do. Okay, let's give that a go, see whether it makes any difference. Change of plan. That header, I didn't have any cables to connect to that, so I'm gonna put a wire into it instead. See whether I can do it that way. So I was gonna tin this off a little bit. Stick that through there. Instead, and then I can use the other end to plug it into the, I think it's pin 40. It's been doing a bit of reading up. Tin up the other end. See whether that does it. Give it a whirl. Plug it into here. Probably go bang. Let's have a look. So pin 40 apparently. So it goes in there. Push that in there. 5 volt. That's off. That's all the way. Where's the HDMI cable? Put that in. And nothing. Okay, maybe something else is amiss. Let me have a little look, see what's what. Okay, I think I might have found the problem here. Well, I have found the problem. So this is actually plugged into the display port. Either end is a display port. This one is plugged into VGA, so I'm going to plug this in now to the VGA. Turn it off. Right, so that's plugged in VGA. So I'm going to flip you up now and let's turn it on. Boom, there we go. That was it. So, just wondering whether I really had a problem with this 5 volts. Try taking it off. Oh. Still working. Try to turn it off, turn it back on again. Turn it off. Back on again. Straight in. Oh. Well, didn't need that then. Right, I'm going to try getting something else working on this then. That's going to be the next thing I'm going to try. Let's have a little play about and see what we can do. Okay, so now that we've got the video output working, let's see if we can put some kind of different emulator on here. I found another one that uses the breadboard setup with the breakout board. I wanted to do a ZX81, but I can't get it to work. There doesn't seem to be any DVI output versions for this particular breakout. So let's see whether we can get the NES one working. So let's plug that in. That's now appeared on here. So I've got the files ready here. So let's copy that over. Copy that onto there. That should program it up. Yeah, there we go. And now that's, oh, straight away. Wow, straight away working. Huh, brilliant. So that is powered just off that. I am not even using my proper power, but yeah. So now we have got that working straight away. Let's see if we can get some files on there, and also a controller. A bit widescreen so you can see it better. Oh, awesome. Okay, so I've copied one game over onto the SD card, and I've copied over a game I actually own, obviously. So I've got the hub on, I've got a connector, a controller. I have no idea whether this is going to be compatible. I'm going to presume now that it won't, and I'll have to find something else. But yeah, let's hook the power up, see what happens. If I can plug it in, there we go. Power. Turn it on. Okay, there we go. There's no sound. I don't think I've got any sound on. Turn the sound up. Right, so that is working. The controller, let's see whether the controller controller's not doing anything. Right, I can see that game there though. Let me see that the game is there. This controller doing nothing. No USB gamepad. Okay, let's have another look. Okay, I'll plug it in a bit firmer there. Let's see whether there's anything now. No, still nothing. Okay, I feel like we're close. Let's reboot it. Let's see whether that makes any difference to our reboot. Okay. It's not doing anything with the controller still. I'm pressing away. Nothing's happening. Oh, right, okay, something's happening. It's just flashing. A, B. It's not doing anything, but it is flashing. Try that on a different port. See how it went flashed when I plugged it in. Yeah, okay. Let's see whether I've got a different controller I can use for this, because this one doesn't seem to like it. Okay, let's try that. Okay, I plugged in a 8-bit door controller, and it, it detects it. See, it's got this code down the bottom, but nothing happens. I wonder if it's on no, it can't be anything to do with that Spectrum folder that's there, but let me delete that and see what happens. Okay, another controller. Xbox. I read around the instructions, it says that this will work. This one, well, don't know what I've done with it now. The 8-bit one, I think it's in the list of ones that don't work, so put that on the cable. Let's plug that in. USB gamepad. You can see that there. Hey, it's working. Look at that. Yes. Okay, let's try it. That one. Doing something. Hey. Oh yeah. It's not the best view, but it's the best I can do with this. Okay, let's try starting that game. Start it. Don't control it. Can I do it? Yeah. Oh, oh, that's jump. Ah, hey. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, it works. All that is working. Except I have no sound. Okay. But basically we've got an NES running on the Pico. I think all this sound stuff I've got set up here. I don't think that would work. Because I think that was for the Spectrum, but yeah. Okay, I'll either get that working now or that's going to have to be a later time. But yeah, ultimately, this is working. Fantastic. Brilliant. I still have no sound. It may be that this monitor is not compatible with sound. I could try plugging into a TV and see whether I get sound that way. Okay. I've got this. This is a feed from a TV I've got just there on the side, and let's plug that in there. Let's power it on. Yeah, no sound yet. Let's try. Sorry for the angle. So selecting that game. Still no sound. Maybe gotta start it. Yeah, there is. So we have sound. There we go. Awesome. Hey, so something else that's been a bit of fun with the Pico. I'll see what else I can do with it.